This video is gonna be interesting. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I sound so basic saying that. Anyways, I just recently went on a trip and I really regret it, and I will never do anything like that again. So I thought that I would share my horrible experience with you guys. I'm gonna feel like a complete child doing this. Okay, anyways, I just recently went on a Carnival cruise. I went on the Carnival Elation, which is about 2 to 3 years old. Yeah, about there. And I wish I didn't. Some facts about me: I get really seasick sometimes, and I can get really car sick. I'm just gonna start that right there. Okay, so here's the story. My parents picked me up from school on a Friday, and right from there we left. Like, that was it. I was in tight clothing and everything, and I hate being in car rides with tight clothing. Oh my gosh. And I'll just tell you, I had a motion sickness patch on. I took Pepto-Bismol before we left. I had everything in my system, and I ended up not getting sick. Yes. Then we make it to Florida. We stay a night in a hotel, and it was okay. Sorta. Car ride was really long. I got really upset. It was great. Next day, we go to the port, spend about 2 hours going through security before we even got on the boat. There were 2 weddings, so we had to wait for them to get on the boat, then other people to get on the boat, because we were boarding the second group to last. This ship holds about 2,000 to 3,000 people. It's a pretty tiny cruise ship, and it still took forever to get on the ship. We get on the ship. First day was great. First day was amazing. Until the second day. On the first day, we ate a beautiful lunch on one of the higher decks. Then we went to walk around. It was great. Second day, me and my mom decided to go to the back of the ship to tan. Worst decision of my life. Let me tell you, I could not sleep. It hurt so bad. I ended up getting sun poisoning on both of my legs. Anything that touched my leg or hit my leg or anything would make me cry. I've never been in that much pain before, and I put myself through a lot. On the third day, we got to the Bahamas. That was interesting because it was almost 90 degrees and I was sunburnt and I couldn't do anything. We ended up going to another island where we could encounter with dolphins and stingrays. I didn't want to do the stingrays because I didn't want to get stung. Because knowing me, I would probably do something really stupid. So we went to the dolphins. That was really fun. Met a dolphin named Ken, yeah. And I got kissed. And I kissed the dolphin back. Learned a lot about dolphins, which I sort of wish I didn't know. Fourth day, we went to another island in the Bahamas, which Carnival owned because of some weird travel thing and drama thing. On that island, we get to ride horses on land and in the water. Let me tell you, I was not expecting anything. The men running the excursion didn't speak English well, so I had no idea what they were saying. And of course, I was at the beginning of the line for the horses, and I was like the leader of the group. I don't know what to call it. I was in the front with the instructor on a horse going down this weird path, and apparently the horses know what they're doing, but they told us to steer them anyways, and I almost fell off of my horse twice. I was holding on for my dear life. And with my legs, being on a saddle on a horse was not good. I feel like that sort of made my burns worse in a way. Yeah. Then when we got to the water, that was where I was scared for my dear life. Walking into the water with the horse, I got on the horse, and all of a sudden they take off. Like, I'm not even ready and the horse just starts running. I would think that they would just be walking through the water, but they ended up taking us deeper into the water than expected. So at this point, the horse is running in water. They only went down and back. Thank God we did not go farther, because there was a woman behind me, and she ended up falling off her horse twice because the instructors whistle to have the horses go faster, and I guess she wasn't ready or something and she fell off. So, sucks to suck. We get back to the ship. I go back to the cabin and I'm crying because my legs hurt so bad. Oh, it was great. Fifth day, we're heading back to Florida, and I went to a lot of shows because I couldn't go outside, and I didn't make any friends because everyone was snotty and horrible.
There we go.
On the sixth day, we ended up getting back to Jacksonville, Florida around 6 o'clock in the morning, and of course, it took us an hour to get off because we were sleeping on the bottom floor which is deck 4, and that leads directly to where the doors are to get off of the ship. And we had the very top deck, deck 14, trying to get all the way down to the bottom, and we were trying to get out. So about every 15 minutes they'd call a new floor to come down, and it just got really chaotic, and I wanted to sleep and cry the entire time. We finally get to the car, and it was all good. Put our stuff into the trunk, and we left. We were on our way home. Not even an hour into the car ride, I felt so sick. Let me just remind you, before I go on any car ride, I take Pepto and I have a patch on. The patches last 3 days and Pepto lasts about 24 hours. So I had Pepto and I was still feeling like I was gonna throw up. So I'm chewing like 4 pieces of gum at this point. And my stepfather decides to ride the brakes, so you're like jerking back and forth all the time, which makes me car sick. So around an hour and 30 minutes, I have my parents pull over because I can't take it anymore. I'm just letting it all out. Just bye. And then I get in the front seat and I have to deal with being sick for about another 7 hours until my mom decides to drive. And then it was all good. And came home and great. Home, sleep, bed, amazing. So yeah, that was my amazing story. Hope you enjoyed it. Not that long of a video, but it's okay. Let's keep my views going up, because I saw in my last video I got over 700 views. I don't know where they came from, but it was all good. I don't know if you can see it, but I have a tan from my Apple Watch right there. It's amazing. I have an amazing foot tan right there. My arms are a little tan. My face got tanned a lot. Yeah, that's great. I don't know where this story is going now. There's gonna be a few clips at the end of the video just about things that I didn't talk about because they weren't that important. But anyways, one thing I'm gonna add, you're gonna see a video at the end of a man and a waitress. Please don't ask what's happening. You can probably tell. I'll just say that there is a fancy dinner on every single cruise that you'll go on, and this time got a little extreme. So yeah, thank you for watching my video and listening to me talk, because I have nothing else to film. My life is so boring. So yeah, see you next time whenever I end up posting again. Adios.
Ay, qué